out-of-body experience.
Welcome to the Brothers of Wrestling podcast.
Welcome back to the Brothers of Wrestling podcast with your host Logan and
Hayden.
And welcome to another episode of our Wrestling Rewind, where we go back to the temple and rewatch Lucha Underground. This is Season 1, Episode 6 review, The Key. And like we said last week, things are starting to heat up. This was a jam-packed episode. They punched a lot of stuff into this episode. It gets pretty crazy, Abe.
Yeah, they use this episode as almost a rebuffer for everything that's happened so far, and then they basically took every storyline they've used and branched out of this episode. So you start off this episode with a great video package going over everything that's happened in the last 5 episodes.
Yep.
Basically, if you hadn't watched the first 5 episodes, this was your refresher.
Yeah, they just gave you it
on
all.
what had happened.
I wonder
now,
if...
fun fact, before you start, this is the first episode of Lucha I watched live. This is where I started. Then I went back and watched the other 5 episodes.
So that's probably where I started too.
Up. Yeah, probably. You might have started at the next one, the ladder match. But it was around this time when I got you to watch it after that. But yeah, so this was my first episode in Lucha, which it's nice that this episode starts with that huge little video package that goes over everything that's happened so far, because it was a good introduction for me at the time to understand what had happened so far in Lucha, starting at that part. What were you saying?
I was just going to say, I wonder if the reason they did that was because they had made, I don't know if they'd taken like a couple week break in between the 5th and the 6th episode.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. He did say during this episode that it was a holiday season.
Yeah, Stryker says that, yep.
So, I'll look here. It says that this episode aired December 3rd, 2020. Let's see here.
2014.
2014. And no, it was the next week, because the episode before that was just November 26th.
Okay, so they just threw that in there, yeah.
So, but to what I would say they probably did that for was that they took every storyline they've done so far was in this episode.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
So I think the refresher was just kind of like, oh, you don't remember the storyline that had happened? Well, here's what we're doing in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Like they took them all in the video package and put them into this beginning of this episode, so you're ready to go when this episode, when you're watching this episode to know what happened.
Yeah.
So then it goes. I love the billboard they have out front when they do the video package, like
just the big Lucha mask
intro package. Yeah, the big Lucha mask on it. So we start by going into Cueto's office,
as always,
and he's got Big Rick signed to an exclusive contract. And they start celebrating, drinking whatever they
just some sort of scotch or something.
Like that. So,
and Big Rick says he wants his signing bonus.
Yep, he wants to get the signing bonus in cash. And so, Cueto says he's going to get it for him. And we get that celebration. Then we go out and we get Ivelisse and Son of Havoc in the ring.
Yep.
And Ivelisse talks about how Son of Havoc's gotten a pretty rough shake so far. Because
he's been a joke, basically, because he's had to fight Masquerita and
Half a Man.
Yeah, and he's had to fight
and then he had to
the
fight
woman.
Women.
He had to fight Sexy Star.
The woman.
Well, a woman.
Sexy Star. So she says it's not real fair. So then he gets on the mic and says he challenges anybody back there with a set of balls.
And we get your favorite character.
Come out there. And then we get good old Pimpy.
Still active today.
Yep, was just involved in the Match vs. Mask. One of the Exoticos.
Pimpinella. Classic.
Pimpy something. And
they actually have a decent match.
Yeah, it was not a horrible match. Pimpy, even in this time, past the prime.
Oh, yeah.
But definitely, was out there. Did okay. But the match is fine. It definitely is just building the character of Son of Havoc having no luck.
Mm-hmm.
Because Ivelisse keeps trying to get involved. And then we get Masquerade to come out
He,
to
like, chases her.
distract her and chase her around, which is always hilarious. And then we get
The kiss.
Pimpy getting the kiss to finish it off, which I was a little bummed. I don't know if they did on purpose. It was 2014, who knows? But they cut off it real, like they don't really show you.
That is true.
Happens.
The camera's like a wide camera.
Yeah, it's a wide angle, and then it kind of cuts real quick. So, and then you get the roll up pin, quick pin. Son of Havoc loses. Pimpy and Masquerita celebrating the ring, just dancing around. So, nice little feel good match to start it off.
You gotta love Pimpinella.
Yeah. We get a little thing talking about how we're getting the rematch between Cuerno and Drago later. Do we get the next match, or do we get
We got a backstage
Cuerno
segment.
in the bathroom?
He's in the bathroom.
Yes. Which, by the way, when they go into like some of those shots of the temple, it is disgusting.
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah.
Like the locker room's gross. The lights are flickering. And he is in this bathroom stall kind of thing that looks disgusting.
Oh, yeah.
And then I don't know if you noticed this, but I noticed it, and I like almost like was like, I never remember that, but it's disgusting.
What's he do?
He literally takes a pee
Yeah.
in the stall,
Okay.
zips his pants up, okay, and then when he turns around, he licks his finger.
Oh.
And then he never washes his hands.
No, because Johnny's right there.
But still, he
Let me
licks his
see.
finger.
I got it right here. Oh yeah,
And
he
then
does.
He licks his finger, and Mundo grabs his neck.
That's crazy. I never
But
noticed
I was
that.
like, oh my god! I didn't like, whoa!
Yeah.
What are we licking our fingers for after we pee,
That's
man?
kind of a crazy little character touch. I never noticed that.
Oh, disgusting! I don't remember it. I mean, I might have noticed it when I first watched it, but I mean, that was 2014.
Yeah, that's
So
crazy.
who knows? But I watched it, and I was just like, oh my god! I didn't remember that happening. But okay, lick your finger, and then Johnny grabs by the neck.
Yep.
Johnny basically threatens him.
Yep.
Saying if he doesn't get his $100,000 that he was promised, that he's going to beat the snot out of him. So Cueto, in Cueto fashion, quivers and cries. And
Well, he tells him
to
that
give
he's
his
going to
money.
get it, but if he hurts him, he's not going
Yep.
to get it. It's a classic.
Yeah, classic Cueto. That's his whole character, is a sniving little rat.
And then Mundo takes the key.
So then, but for insurance, yep, you're right. Mundo takes the key, which you can tell as soon as he takes the key, Cueto's eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Like, huge. Because he loses all power without that key. So, which you don't know that yet. You think it's just some stupid
Yeah,
little
like
trick.
we're wondering why he needs this key. So like, what's the purpose of this key? What does it open?
Yeah. When you're watching this live, you're like, well, who cares if he takes this key? Like, what's this key?
It must
for?
open something pretty valuable.
But
I bet we probably thought it was like some sort of like big cash thing that he had or something.
yeah, something stupid like that. But yeah, so Mundo takes the key, and we get Cueto like running back to his office, freaking out about what happened. Then we move on to the second match. We got out in the ring. We got Famous B.
Yeah, and Famous B,
in his debut.
he hasn't.
Debut.
He catches his stride later when he gets the actual good gimmick. Right now, he's just a jobber.
Oh yeah, he's all just enhancement as of now. So we get him, and we get the man of 1,000 deaths, No Muertes, come out.
The real main event.
And it's a squash. I don't think Famous B hit one move.
I think it lasts 3 minutes.
Let me look. I don't know if this will tell me or not. Nope, it doesn't tell me how much time, but
Maybe-
it was. I don't even know. If it was
Maybe
20
less than
minutes.
that. Maybe a half a minute.
And we got the flatliner. I love the Striker's line for it. When he's getting ready to set him up for the flatliner, he goes, "Take the IV out, flatliner." Classic line. So we get that, and then Katrina comes in and licks him.
Well,
like
yeah,
she does after
the
every match.
Muertes holds him up, stands him up,
And
then
she licks him. And we kind of got a little more. Stryker and Vampiro gave a little more insight to Muertes during this match. They start talking about how the rock seems to be some kind of power for him.
Yeah, they're kind of teasing.
Which they start or it has some kind of control over Muertes. That's why Katrina has it all the time. So they kind of are teasing that aspect.
Yeah,
of
because
his
we
character.
gotta remember that they don't get to see the packages that we get to see, the video packages and stuff.
Yeah, no, they don't see anything that happens behind the scenes. They don't see anything that happens in the video packages. So after that match, we get the great promo. It's basically the Mundo promo from last week, but it's for Drago this time.
Yeah, one thing that I like about Lucha is they do these cool hallway shots where they're walking up and they have like the video on the side of the wall, on either side of the wall. That's pretty.
Yeah,
I like that. That's a cool touch.
Yep. So they had the little promo for Drago's character backstory.
Yep.
How he's like the last fallen dragon.
It's pretty cool. His character's just cool.
And he kind of came back as a human, like kind of a dragon human hybrid kind of idea. So yeah, I liked it, and they liked. I think they liked pushing that character at the start.
And Drago's one of your faves.
It was like, I do love Drago. He never really got the push I was hoping for. He got outbeat by guys like Penta and Puma.
He probably even got beat by Aerostar. We haven't even seen him yet.
Phoenix. Well, yeah, they have one of the greatest rivalries in the show. So, but yeah, so I love that they're pushing Drago right now. So they set up that promo package because we're going to get Drago versus King Cuerno in the rematch. They showed King Cuerno taking him out, although they did screw up that explanation because Striker said that Cuerno took him out after their match last week, and no, he fought Muertes first. And then I always love to catch a Striker in a mistake. So Cuerno took out Drago last week after he fought Muertes. So we're getting the rematch tonight. It was a decent match. It didn't do a ton for me. I love Drago's moves. I love the one like suicide kind of spinning dive to the outside when Cuerno was out there. That was a great move. It still blows my mind that King Cuerno is Santos Escobar because they really don't wrestle anything like one another.
No, not really.
Like I watched Santos and just like if
Santos,
I didn't know that was Santos,
he kind of got watered down when he came to WWE.
But I mean that's going to happen. But like just there's like the style he wrestles at King Cuerno is such a aggressive physical style.
Yeah, he was the character. He was the hunter.
And Santos wrestles so much more of like the high flying like.
I guess that shows you how good a wrestler he is.
Yeah, and for sure, and he played the character perfection. Cuerno's such a good character, and he's just getting started. But yeah, they have a pretty good match. He hits him with the throw of the hunt, and pins Drago, beats him in the match. So they go 1-1 now. So that's going to lead to a nice little match, one of my favorite matches from the first season later on in a couple episodes here. So we got that match where Cuerno gets his revenge. And he says to him something. Oh, what did he say after the match is over?
He says, "Hold on." They do subtitles for it.
I forget what it said. The hunt. Something. The hunt.
Yeah. He says. The hunt has just begun.
That's right. Yeah. So they're teasing that it's not over yet. They're teasing you that there's going to be more to come here. So then we get told that our main event is going to be a tag match between Chavo and Penta and Phoenix and Sexy Star.
Yeah, they do that hallway walk thing again.
Yep, they do the hallway walk thing. And so we get that tease. But before the main event starts, after the commercial, we get Mundo in the ring.
Oh, yeah.
And he starts requesting
he's got the key around his neck.
There. Yep, he's got the key. He wants Cueto to come out there with the money. He's yelling for him.
He's interrupted.
Out there. But then Big Rick interrupts him. And I love the fact that Big Rick's just talking to him about how he beat him down and all this stuff. And Mundo's just like, screw you. And just dives over the top rope and lays him out.
Takes him out, gets back in the ring.
There's just something about Mundo
without a shirt
in Lucha. Okay, well, okay. I don't know where we're going with this. Do you want to expand on that thought?
Without a shirt and wearing the bedazzled jeans?
I didn't know where you're going with this. No, it's just, there's something about Mundo in Lucha where they make him look like he's flying.
Yeah, the camera angles they have for
that move where he's like in the air forever.
They do that with
Phoenix
too. And
then lays out Rick. Yeah. And he lays out Rick and then he just kind of gets up like he didn't even touch the ground. And then gets back. So he gets back in the ring.
And
he
then
calls out
Vampiro's favorite
Cueto
guy.
again. And then you got Conan come out and yelling at him, saying that he's the reason Puma couldn't beat Big Rick last week in the street fight. He's the reason that Puma's been getting jumped backstage by the crew. And it's all Mundo's fault, which then Mundo's like, oh, whatever, stupid. But then Big Rick takes him out from behind because he was distracted. But then you get Puma, and Conan said Puma's not getting involved anymore.
Oh, he's getting involved.
But then Puma comes out and attacks Big Rick and lays him out. And then we get the stare down. Puma and Mundo stare down in the ring, and they go at it. And they start beating the crap out of each other.
We get a pull apart.
And then we get the pull apart, we get the security coming out, referees. We finally get them separated. Big Rick's on the outside with the crew. And Cueto finally shows his sniveling little face.
He's got the briefcase with supposedly the cash.
And he comes out, he's throwing the cash up with in the briefcase, telling him that he's got it with him. And we get him saying that the contract that Big Rick signed earlier in the night,
there was fine
print. He didn't read the fine print.
Always.
You moron. And that the signing bonus was going to be determined between Big Rick, Johnny Mundo, and Prince Puma in a three-way $100,000 ladder match next week.
Oh, yeah.
And so, you get the shot of and Rick's just laughing. He's like, this is the stupidest thing ever, He's ticked off, and you get the shot of Puma and Mundo staring each other down the ring. And this is when, so now this next episode is where Lucha says, we're about to take this to another level. Because this ladder match is the first real big-time main event they start putting on. And they start doing it every single week. The main event eventually becomes big-time matches every single week.
We're done with the Chavos of the world being in the main event.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. They start putting real-time, big-time matches as your main event matches. And this one is what starts that. So we're going to get that. We're going to get that huge ladder match next week, and that's teased. And that's kind of how they finish off the show this week. So they're teasing next week that you're going to get the ladder match for $100,000.
Finally, they haven't teased anything for a couple weeks.
So you're going to get that. So that's a big, huge match. It's your three biggest names right now in the company. Big Rick, Johnny Mundo, Prince Puma. So this is basically like them fighting for a title without there being a title yet. So they're kind of really trying to play that into this. Yeah, so we'll see. Decent. I mean, they shoved a lot into you on this one. And like we said before it started,
you're not talking about the main event? They have a whole match.
I'm sorry. I forgot the main event. I forgot about the whole main event. That's my bad. I was thinking that was the main event segment. But yes, there is a match. Not the greatest match.
No, I mean, it's fine, but there's still a match.
It's a tag match. Totally forgot about it. Totally forgot.
I mean, we talked about it before we got to the segment.
Okay. I was so enthralled with the pull apart that I thought that's where that ended. But that's right. There is the match after.
Yeah, they have Penta and Chavo versus...
To be fair, if this was any other wrestling company, that is not the order they would have put that in.
No.
I'm just saying.
You'd have that segment as the main event, for sure.
That threw me off. So,
but it's Phoenix and Sexy Star versus Penta and Chavo.
Yeah, and they give you the history of what happened with Chavo. Talk about what he had been doing with taking out Blue Demon, taking out Masquerade, taking out Sexy. You get Phoenix. I mean, who are we kidding? Phoenix is the best part of this match. I mean, he does all the best moves. I mean, Sexy's fine, and Penta just hasn't hit his stride yet. Like watching this back, it's so weird to see Penta. He's just such a jobber in this so far. I mean, not a real jobber.
Yeah, I get it.
Like, he has nothing that really makes him exciting.
Not yet.
Until he changes his character. So he's just so dull right now. He's just like Chavo's lackey. It's crazy to watch this and see that the Penta that we know now is like a lackey for Chavo Guerrero. Like, it's crazy to me. But Phoenix is the obvious star. Hits all the huge moves in the match. Does Sexy end up getting the win?
Well, no. So Sexy hits. So Phoenix helps her hit like a sunset flip
I know
thing.
they do the.
And
oh yes, the crazy super kick into
Yeah, and then Phoenix
on
hits the
Penta.
splash thing on Penta, or no, not
That's
the
right.
he hits the knees, the double knees on the
The double knees to the head. That's right.
yeah, and then Sexy pins him.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, I knew she got the pin. I couldn't remember if she hit the move to pin him or if it was Phoenix. But yeah, that's right. Phoenix hits the double knees. One of my favorite finishers he does.
I like
I
his
think
springboard
sick.
450.
Yeah. No, that was good, but I love the knees to the face move. That one's crazy. Um, but yeah, so they get the win in that match. Not much to. It was a decent tag.
Yeah, and then they just raise their hand, and that's where they end.
But we could say forgettable if we just go by the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, they probably should have reordered the way that they structured the main event, but it's whatever.
Yeah,
it was a good episode.
It was fine. But anyway, the whole point of this episode was to give you all of the pieces. They give you the Mil Muertes storyline. They give you the Son of Havoc storyline. They give you the main event storyline, which is your three guys for the money. They give you the Chavo storyline. They give you the Sexy Star storyline. And they give you the Lucha Brothers storyline. All of those were involved in this one episode. And so now you're going to see it start splintering out into different things. Oh, and the King Cuerno and Drago storyline. And so now you get to see it all start splintering out into. This was almost like an episode like refresh. Like, here's everything we've done so far, and here's everywhere it's going now. So it's kind of cool to see that. It's kind of like their Iron Man 2 kind of idea. Where you start taking all these pieces you put together, and now you're splintering them out into different areas. So,
It's a recast?
Well, maybe. We don't know who's under that mask of Pimpinella. I mean Pimpinella. Masquerita.
Pimpinella.
We know who's Pimpinella. Masquerita. We don't know who's under there. Could be a mini Danhausen, could be a BoW, for all we know. Who knows who's under there? So
Very good episode, though. A little bit of filler, but still a good episode.
I wouldn't say very good. Good. Better than crap.
That's not very promising.
How's that? Is that better?
I liked it. I thought it was a good episode.
No, it was a good episode. I'm just messing.
I just like Stryker and Vampiro.
Yeah, there was the funny part where, again, during the Cuerno and Drago match, where that girl comes out in the stairs again.
Oh, yeah. They keep teasing that.
And Vampiro talks about how sexy she is. And then Stryker's like, well, without Vampiro being creepy aside, okay. But
well, every time Masquerita comes out and he attacks somebody, Stryker's always like, "This is like what I watch on TV." Instead,
I know.
like, what's he watching?
Stryker, I'm not surprised, Stryker. I'm not surprised. You seem like kind of creepy. but yeah, good episode. It's a good explanation of where we're going next. And like I said, this is kind of where they're about to start hitting second gear.
Oh yeah, we're about to ramp up real big.
We're about to hit a huge run of big time main events coming up in these next few episodes. And a bunch of new characters are going to start appearing.
One of my favorite characters is about to come pretty soon.
Yeah, we know. I'm not excited for him to come because that's all I'm going to hear about. But yeah, good episode. Good storytelling. Keeping the direction going forward.
5 out of 10.
Little teases on the future. I do the match ratings on here. Oh, get out of here. So
that is our review of Season 1, Episode 6 of Lucha Underground, The Key. Let us know down below in the comments what you thought of it, if you enjoyed it, if you didn't enjoy it, if you were excited for them ramping up, because we are excited for that. And leave us a follow on Spotify, subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, all that kind of good stuff on social media. Keep up to date with all the things that is going on in the world of wrestling, and we will see you in the next one.
Peace.